Welcome to This Week in Badger Athletics for the week of September 20th. I'm Patrick Herb. Well, coming off a thrilling 20-19 win over Arizona State last Saturday, the number 11 Wisconsin football team wraps up non-conference play by hosting Austin Peay this Saturday at Camp Randall Stadium. The Badgers face off with the Governors, looking for a 4-0 start for the second consecutive season and the sixth time in the last 9 years. Head coach Brett Bielema assessed the team's performance against the Sun Devils and looked ahead to Austin Peay on Monday.
With that, Austin Peay is a team, obviously, that comes in and, they came off a big win last week in a rivalry game for them, and are going to come into Camp Randall and, see what we've been able to do on film and try to exploit the things that we haven't done well. But really on our guys this week about preparing. Sunday's film was it was an enjoyable and educational film to watch. I really thought that the things that we believe in and preach here came through big time as the game wore on. I really felt from an offensive standpoint that they imposed their will on that defense and did some things down the stretch, and it wasn't pretty all the way through, but you can definitely notice a change in the way that their defensive players reacted to some of the things that were going on, and ultimately to be able to grind that clock out at the end was very, very nice.
Kickoff at Camp Randall is set for 11 a.m. on Saturday. A limited number of tickets are still available, but going fast. You can get them by calling 1-800-GO-BADGERS or visiting uwbadgers.com. The game will air live on the Big Ten Network and on the Badger Radio Network as well. The Badger volleyball team already has non-conference play in its rearview mirror after a 3-set sweep of Green Bay last Friday. The win extended the best start in program history to 11-0 for the Badgers, who now face stiff tests to open Big Ten play with Ohio State and 3-time defending NCAA champion Penn State coming to the UW Fieldhouse this weekend.
We've done what we wanted to do in pre-conference play. Kids have a lot of confidence, they're playing well. We're healthy and ready to see how we match up against the Big Ten teams.
Waite's Badgers will welcome number 25 Ohio State to the Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. on Friday. They'll turn around then and host the Nittany Lions, who are ranked number 2 in the country, on Sunday at 1. Friday's game you can watch live on BigTenNetwork.com. Sunday's game will be tape delayed on Big Ten Network at 6 p.m. Both games can be heard on 92.1 The Mic in Madison. Men's soccer enjoyed a short stay at home over the weekend by hosting the Wisconsin Soccer Classic, falling to San Diego State on Friday before battling Dayton to a scoreless draw on Sunday. The Badgers now turn their attention to a 3-game road swing that begins with a match at Creighton on Friday.
Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend for us all together. I mean, lost to a decent San Diego State team and tied this Dayton program, but it's something that we can build off of. We're going to give the guys a couple days off, and then we're going to look to get them ready for this big game against Creighton, who is a legit national, caliber team.
The women's soccer team enjoyed a successful Southern swing over the weekend, picking up road wins over Tennessee and Vanderbilt to extend its win streak to 3 and improve to 3-3-2 on the year. Junior Lori Nosbush has been a catalyst for UW with a goal in each of the Badgers' 3 wins. Head coach Paula Wilkins' team opens Big Ten play on the road this weekend with a Friday match at Purdue and Sunday at Indiana. Back in Madison, the women's open weight and lightweight rowing teams will host the annual Class Day races this Saturday on Lake Mendota, while the softball team opens its fall slate with a pair of exhibition games against Illinois State on Sunday. The women's golf team hosts the Badger Invitational beginning on Sunday at University Ridge Golf Course. For more information on everything going on this week in Badger Athletics, visit uwbadgers.com. We'll see you next week.